escalating nonstop, it would seem. What do you think of this?
Well, in years past, this would be a big story, a big issue. If we looked back 5 years ago, it might have added $5 to the price of crude. But geopolitical issues have been kind of tempered and really haven't had much impact in the crude market because now it's the big three. The United States, Russia, and Saudi Arabia are the producers, and they can balance things out a little bit more than a specific disruption in the Middle East. So let's see what happens. But right now, we shot up to 63, and now we're back negative on the day, hitting around the 61 level.
I'm wondering if the trade friction between China and the U.S. is getting to be the dominant theme there, that At the very least it'll lead to a global slowdown. You don't need oil or gas as much in that environment. What do you think?
Right. It's all about the macro market right now. I mean, that was the story last week, and it's spilling over to this week. But some positive news, if you can look at the macro market. We took out the lows from last week. Let's remember the comeback we had on Friday.
Right.
That was pretty impressive. Let's see what happens on the rest of the day here. But if you measure this market by the VIX, volatility right now is below 21. Last week's high was 23 and change. So even though the market's made new lows, we haven't had new highs in the fear factor. That's very much a positive sign for stocks. Let's see if it can build on that today. But this is an expensive game of chicken that we're playing with China, and it's a matter of how it's going to play out. But there are casualties. Let's look over the other pits over there. You can see soybeans now are at the lowest level they've been in 5 years. You look at July, soybeans have traded between 8 and 12 for 5 years. We broke below 8 today. So there are people that are going to suffer from this. I don't know how long it can go on until those constituents start to make more noise.
All right, Alan, thank you very, very much. Alan, I've been following this all this very, very closely at the CME. Real quick peek at what's going on with the Dow Jones Industrials right now. At session lows down about 650 points. I'm noticing, looking at all Dow 30 stocks in the red, particularly hard hit is Boeing. It's down $15 and a little bit north of $339 a share. If you think about it, Boeing would be an ideal target for the Chinese to punish, not only on plane orders that they've been making, which have been